Welcome to Killing Eve, a wonderful world of assassins, MI6 agents who never fill out paperwork, and impeccable satin shirts.
Can I take a picture of you for my Instagram?
Don't be pathetic.
Sorry, baby. We know you don't have time to rewatch all 16 episodes before season 3 drops, so we did it for you.
This is so boring!
Here's your IMDb cheat sheet for seasons 1 and 2 of Killing Eve. Meet Villanelle, your friendly neighborhood assassin. Meet Eve, an American working in London for MI5. She has a mustachioed husband named Nico and an obsession with female assassins. Wait a minute, this show is called Killing Eve. Ugh, this can't end well for her. Eve impresses Carolyn Martins, a boss lady at MI6, by correctly guessing that a recently murdered Russian bad guy was killed by, ding ding ding, a woman.
Congratulations.
Even though she's definitely told not to, Eve interviews the only remaining witness to the murder.
Wait, does anyone in the department speak heroin Polish?
Hey, this kid does.
Your killer was a small-breasted psycho, apparently.
Said small-breasted psycho gets a new gig from her handler Konstantin. Kill the witness. Eve heads to the hospital to question the witness one more time while Villanelle heads there to kill her. Guess who wins?
Somebody help me!
Eve and her friendly boss Bill both get fired by their supervisor, Frank.
Just to be clear, Frank.
You're fired.
Excellent, thank you.
But Eve immediately gets rehired by Carolyn Martins as an underground MI6 agent with one task: hunt down Villanelle. Eve hires Bill and Elena to join her team of Villanelle hunters, which also includes computer whiz Kenny. She even does a great job of hiding her new gig from her husband.
I'm working for MI6.
Whoops! Eve and Bill head to Berlin to investigate Villanelle's murder of a Chinese diplomat. There, Eve catches the eye of the Chinese attaché,
You look crazy.
who gives her a USB drive with a secret government info that ties the dead diplomat to none other than this guy.
It is disappointing, and the mole is the one who looks most like a rodent.
Meanwhile, Bill spots Villanelle, tries to catch her, and gets stabbed so many times. Like, so many times. As punishment for killing Bill, Konstantin sends Villanelle on a road trip to Bletchem with her ex-girlfriend and fellow assassin Nadia and Nadia's new boyfriend. They try to kill Frank, but that doesn't work, so Nadia kills her boyfriend and then Villanelle runs over Nadia. Fun! Oops. Eve and Elena take Frank to a safe house, then Eve heads on home to find a murderer in her kitchen. Over shepherd's pie, we learn that Villanelle's employers are called the 12, and she just took Eve's phone, which has the location of Frank's safe house on it. Frank, buddy, you okay? Well, Frank's dead, but guess who isn't? Nadia! She's chillin' in a Russian prison. Eve and Carolyn head to Moscow to question her, while Konstantin sends Villanelle to the prison to kill her. Hey, speaking of Konstantin.
It's okay, he's with us.
Is he, though? While Konstantin is playing both sides of the fence, Villanelle kills Nadia, but not before Nadia can slide into Eve's IRL DMs with a low prison note. Rapid-fire spoiler time. Kenny is Carolyn's son. Carolyn and Konstantin used to hook up. Villanelle gets hired to kill Konstantin and gives it her best shot. Eve gets fired again, finds Villanelle's apartment in Paris. They take a nap together, and then Eve stabs her with a knife.
I really liked you.
Season 2 picks up 30 seconds later. Villanelle escapes to a hospital where she robs a lady, tells a sick kid he's ugly, and then murders him. She's nice about it, though.
Yes, I am funny.
Eve gets her job back because Carolyn needs her help again. And remember that note Nadia slid under the prison door? It was the name of a very rich, very dead guy, Alistair Peel. Eve examines the body and realizes it's murder, but not Villanelle this time. There's a new girl in town called the Ghost. Villanelle escapes the hospital and tricks the nice man into letting her stay with him in his house full of dolls.
Oh, Julian, wow.
You in danger, girl? Villanelle understandably stabs him in the neck with a knitting needle and escapes into the arms of her new handler, Raymond.
I've had a really couple of days.
Carolyn's been hiding Konstantin at her house and keeping his family in a secret location. Eve gets Konstantin to tell her where the 12 are housing Villanelle in London, and in return, she gives him the location of his family. Eve comes this close to capturing Villanelle, but Konstantin double-crosses her and whisks Villanelle away. Meanwhile, Nico's coworker is totally in love with him, and someone's been calling the school where he works to complain about him. Who could that be? Oh, it's Villanelle. The Ghost keeps up her killing spree by offing Alistair Peel's godson and secretary.
She wanted it to be painless. What kind of assassin is that?
But Eve figures out that she's a healthcare worker. Bada boom, bada bing, Kenny finds the Ghost using the magic of Internet.
Do you want us to shoot you in front of your kids?
Damn, Eve! Eve can't get Ghost to talk, so she comes up with a foolproof plan. Put out a hit on herself so that she can lure Villanelle in to question the ghost.
I need your help. I needed to see you.
So you hired me to kill you?
Yes.
That is so stupid.
Anywho, it works. Ghost tells Villanelle that Aaron Peel, Alistair's creepy son, ordered the hit on his father. He's developing a weapon that every bad guy in the world wants to buy, including Villanelle's employers, the 12. Villanelle tells Nico that Eve stabbed her, and Nico leaves Eve because his luscious mustache has led him to believe he deserves better.
Smell you later.
More speedy spoilies! Villanelle kills Nico's baby-voiced coworker and leaves him in a storage locker with her. Carolyn and Eve use Villanelle to get close to Aaron Peel. Villanelle travels to Rome with him where he reveals his secret weapon, reading people's text messages. Villanelle kills Aaron.
What a dick.
Eve and Villanelle both realize they were just cogs in the machine, man, and that Carolyn's plan was for them to kill Aaron Peel all along. And Constantine was in on it. Eve kills Raymond while he's strangling Villanelle. Then she gets extra mad when she realizes Villanelle could have killed Raymond herself because she had a gun in her fabulous pantsuit the whole time.
You're mine! Eve?
Eve tries to leave and Villanelle shoots her. Yep, that really is how they've left us hanging. Tune in to season 3 if you want to find out what was in that envelope Carolyn gave Constantine in the finale. What is?
Operation Mandalay.
Will Nico ever escape that storage locker? Did Villanelle finally kill Eve? For even more info, trivia, and FAQs about everyone's favorite codependent frenemies, head to the IMDb page for Killing Eve.